Hi!
Was it this one? No, this one. Hello, there we go. Hi everyone! How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I expect to hear if you are or not in chat in a moment. Hi, Green Clonk and everyone else. yeah, Big Zoe, whatever. It's just a different view, but you guys insisted on it, so sure. Let's get some eggs in here while I talk about the stuff. First of all, Green says I'm doing well. Good. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. I've been having a very busy day. First of all, we're gonna have a green for egg. I mean, an egg for green. I mean, no, an egg for Green Clonk. And then an egg for Persidani. And an egg for Solid Mate. There we go. We're going to use the poster. Do you even remember the poster? No. I don't remember this. I'm very sorry. I also want to say that I've had a very hectic day. I've done many things today. So I got a lot on my head. So if I seem even more scatterbrained than usual, that's why, I think. Too much stuff going on in my head. It's very, very busy. But what poster are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. And while you type about it, I'm gonna tell y'all that we're gonna do Book Nook today, and I don't think everyone here will know what Book Nook quite is. It's very simple. I read a book to you all, and we talk about it. That's all it is. We've done Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass. We tried doing Warrior Cats, was very boring. And now we're doing this one, Minecraft The Island, the official Minecraft novelization, which is fun and exciting. The last time we did it was like at least a month ago. Very sorry about that. I got caught up in playing my video games, you know how it goes. Oh shit. Oh no, I totally forgot about something. Uh-oh. I gotta change something real quick. Hold on. I gotta go here. No, do this. New scene. Okay, that's probably too big. Oh, wait. Let's see. Let's throw something at me. Is it too big? I guess. Okay, well actually, if we're going with the fiction that I'm big when I do this, it should be small, shouldn't it? Right? Like the things you throw at me should be small? Should they be? I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. It was last time you were streaming the Book Nook. I made fan art and you said it's going to make a poster for every time you were reading. Yeah. Wait, you mean the thing... You mean like as... No, like as I think maybe what I meant is that I could maybe use it as as promotional image for like when announcing the stream and stuff. I think that's what I said. But I'm very sorry, I forgot about that. Sorry. Anyway. So what do we... The throwing stuff. Do I guess I can just leave it like this, right? But otherwise it'd be very hard to like match up properly if it's so small, you know? Oh, you're doing a pull for it. Okay. Grinklunk has made a pull for it. That's good. Oh, you had 3 options. That's very nice. Tiny, medium, or what about big, meaning like normal size, you know? Like relative to... Okay. Oh my god, they covered all screen. No! It didn't work properly. Dang it. Well, sometimes you have that. Anyway, let me take y'all into the book nook. Well, I'm doing the thing where I take y'all into the... Let's walk in the garden, y'all. Open the door for y'all. Whoa, here we are. There we go. Alright. So the poll is going on if you want to vote for how big things should be when throwing it at me when I'm here. Instead of down there in the corner. Book nook. Please don't use barrage a lot while the book nook is in session. It is a bit disruptive. But then again, it is when we're playing a game anyway. But this is supposed to be like a more chill stream. So, you know, use your own judgment, I suppose. There's a cooldown on the book throwing, solid mate. Sorry. Anyway, someone vote for the throw sizes. It's a stalemate right now. We're not gonna get a choice right now if no one else votes. Oh no. I guess if no one else votes, then I'll just leave it as is. I think if it's a stalemate. I guess. Oh. Well, just in fucking time we got another vote. And it's been decided that the stuff that's gonna be thrown at me while I'm over here is tiny. So let's do that. Wait, I guess it has to be like the same size, right? So, hold on, how do I, get rid of this one. Copy, okay.
Car battery!
Uh-oh. Ow. Well, I don't disappear. I'm too strong. Too big right now. It's too small relative to me, so it doesn't, I don't fall over. Okay, so this is like, now the items are gonna be the same size. And they're gonna hit me... kind of like this, I guess. That'll be fine, I think. Okay, let's go. I gotta go here. And I gotta get the music on. No, it's not that I'm immune now. It's that the car batteries are too small. Alright, get the Minecraft music. Put it on loop. And get the book. Here it is, I don't know. It's not being picked up with the microphone as well, because it's a better microphone now. That's weird, right? The last time we did the book nook, it's been so long ago that we've had like the new microphone for a while now. For like a good month, maybe? I don't know. 2 weeks at least. Time is weird. I don't get it. Anyway, so let's get into the book. So it's called Minecraft the Island, and let me do a quick recap of everything that I remember. The protagonist, who does not have a name or gender, woke up in Minecraft, and it's an isekai, that's fucking right. And they don't know Minecraft, they don't know it, and they don't understand why they're made of they're rectangles, the world's all blocks, they don't have fingers, they can't eat things that you would expect to eat, like just like a... what's the thing? I think like an egg. I think maybe they tried to shove an egg into their mouth at one point or something. Couldn't do it. Nope, 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 nope. They have formed a friendship with some animals. We used to joke that there was a parasocial relationship where the animals were just mindless grazing animals. But then some stuff happened and it was like, oh, maybe the animals really are sentient and they are aware of our protagonists and stuff. Maybe they are friends and that's nice. They went on a boat for a bit, but didn't find anything good and then they came back. They observed zombies and skeletons and are learning oh, they burn during the daylight. Blah, blah, blah. They're learning to farm. And most recently, I think, they made a fishing rod and fished a salmon. That's it. Oh, also, they have super healing, but also they do break their bones. When they get hurt, they fall from a high point. They do break their bones. It does hurt. It is described in unnecessary detail, to be fair. And it is written by the best-selling author of World War Z. Okay, here they come. He's so little! Cute! That's cute. What was I saying? It's tiny surfbot attack. It's a mini barrage. It's so cute. What was I talking about? Oh, we're being raided. Oh my god. I rated nice at the beginning of the stream. Hello. Hello, Thunder Raiden 56. Hello. You rated us last time as well. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Thank you very much for the raid again. Hello. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. What was I talking about? I was trying to remember where I was. Okay, so got the fish. I think that's it. They got a fish. Oh, and they get hurt horribly. Oh yeah, so it's written by the same writer as World War Z, which is a big zombie story, which I think explains a bit why violence, injuries specifically, are written out in such detail. You know. It's odd. It's pretty strange to be reading a Minecraft book about the raids always scare me. But thank you very much. I'm glad you like my model and stuff. Thank you very much. Made it myself. It's just like a cute little Minecraft book about someone learning to play Minecraft and talking with animals and stuff. But then also, we get to hear about you know, their bones breaking and shit, and what? You know, it's weird. But overall, it's pretty fun. How are you doing today on beautiful Sunday today? It is Sunday. I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing hectic. I got a hectic day. So I'm hoping to have a nice time reading a book. We are, I would say, just past the midpoint of the book. Am I doing a face reveal? I've revealed my face. It's I've shown my face on the internet before. My real life face, you know. But I don't think I'll be streaming with my without my VTuber avatar anytime soon. Anyway, we are the power 008. Thank you very much for following. Thank you very much. Welcome. Hello. You're just in time because we're just about to start reading. You missed a recap, but is that really important? Does it really matter that you know what's going on? You know? Anyway, so chapter 12, Risk and Reward. Also, if it looks like I have my eyes closed while reading a lot, it's because I'm like a computer programmer or whatever the fuck. So I'm looking at the data, you know? I'm not looking at the physical book that I have right here. It's me tapping the book. It's because I'm reading the data. Just so you know. It's not that I'm sleeping or anything. Good morning, I called out to my grazing friends. Look what I just learned. I held out yesterday's uncooked salmon. Notice anything different? I asked. Exactly. There is no difference because I just discovered that this. That's gonna happen a lot. because I just discovered that this world keeps everything preserved. Bah, said Flint, turning with Cloud for another patch of fresh grass. I forgot that they named the animals. I forgot about that. Very, very cute. Yeah, maybe for you that's no big whoop, I said, but in my world, food spoiling is a huge deal. Back in the day we had to dry or salt or... I think that's why spices were invented? I'm sure I heard that once. Even now, everything's gotta be frozen or refrigerated, or packed with preservatives, which can be just as dangerous as spoiled food. But this, I gave the salmon a reassuring sniff. This means I don't have to waste any time trying to figure out how to store my grub. I can bank as much as I need for as long as I needed, which means I got hunger licked. Juniper Amnesia, hello! Hello, welcome. I forgot that too. Forgot what? Oh, that they named animals. I know. It's fun. Good luck to you. Thank you very much, Thunder Raiden. This is like my second time here, but I gotta compliment your work on Dollop and Bell Peep's... Who's Bell Peep? I don't think I made Bell Peep's model. Who's that? I do not know. I made one for a ferret. And I made another one that isn't revealed yet. Who's Bell Peep? Bell Peep. VTuber. Did I spell it right? Or if I do it on Twitter? Bell Peep. I'm not even seeing anything. I don't even... Did you spell it right? Do they have like a different social media name? Well, in any case, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't me. If they're not a ferret or the thing that isn't revealed yet, which I assume not, then they're not... Then it's not me. It's not me that made it. But thank you. I did make dollops, so thank you very much. Sniffing the salmon, man, that block person has become mad. You don't like sniff your food sometimes? Also, they may have gotten a little mad, who knows? This is also the same dude that wrote like a zombie story, and I think World War Z is just kind of like that generic, like, I love a violence, I love a war kinda story. So those writers tend to be a bit weird, don't they? Okay, you send me their image, I'll take a look. Oh, that person! Okay, no, that was not me. No. I don't know how to do a shader like that, so... Not me. Anyway, where was I? Snorted Moo, warning me to, not to celebrate just yet. Right, I agreed, grabbing my fishbowl from my pack. Oh yeah, we made a whole joke about that it's fishing for sand and that they suck. They took so long to get fishing for sand. The garden's still tiny and the fish won't catch themselves. After crafting an outdoor furnace and breakfasting on rich, oily salmon, I parked myself on the island's southern shore and spent the rest of the morning fishing. I can see why so many people in my world do it for fun. There's the anticipation of a first bite, the thrill of feeling something on your hook, and that last moment before you reel in your catch when you wonder exactly what's on the line. I actually heard about this novelization on like an ancient Snapscube? Is it Snapscube? Yeah, I thought it was Snapcube. I don't know, it's whatever. Let's play, so I'm fascinated to hear from this thing. I heard about it from a Tumblr post. Music is out. Thank you for letting me know. Boop. Turning it down, let me know if it's good now. Yeah, I'd heard about it and I always thought this was very intriguing. And then when we needed something new to read on Book Nook, it seemed like a pretty good choice. And it is. It is long though. It's a lot longer than I would expect it to. Than I had expected it to be. It's much longer than Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, certainly. And it's even longer given the fact that we keep doing this. We keep stopping to talk and stuff, which is fun. I love doing it. It's nice. We have like a nice cozy environment. But it takes much longer as a result. The last part... Okay, so, and that last moment before you reel in your catch when you wonder exactly what's on the line. That last part really came into play when I discovered how many different things swam in the sea. In addition to the salmon and the little blue-gray fish were two other species that I immediately recognized from home. The first was striped orange and white, and the second was yellow, roundish and spiky. Like I said, I may not have personally fished back in my world, but I'd seen enough movies or gone to enough aquariums to know that these were clowns and puffers. Since neither turned out to be cookable, and I wasn't going to risk poisoned sushi, I packed them away for some possible future use. Well, bud, you're gonna be disappointed, because I don't think those are used for anything. A lot of text leaves a lot of water, that's true, thank you very much. I'll have a sippy green clunk, thank you very much. Sorry about the exorcist shit that I just did. Don't worry about it. Oh, I live. Let's live. Music's still too loud. Okay, alright. You guys would know better than I. I also, like, this isn't like your typical isekai Minecraft bullshit where there's a lot of... unlicensed Minecraft novels where it's an isekai and some dude just goes on like a fantasy adventure, but it's a Minecraft. Not here. This is just some dude that doesn't know how to play Minecraft tries to play Minecraft. It's a very fun concept. Ironically, my third inedible catch was the exact reason I had started fishing. Squids are a real pain in the the lower rear portion of my body that this world won't let me sit on. You fit in a boat, you can sit. They don't come through your hook like fish, and when I did manage to snag one, it kept wriggling free. After several exasperating attempts, I got one close enough to the shallows to hack it to death with my axe. Little unnecessary. And then, as a final insult, I found out that the little pit of black meat it dropped wasn't really meat, but a gland my mouth wanted no part of. Whatever, I said with a struck to moo, examining the 3 salmon and half-dozen blue-gray fish in my pack. Maybe just a few more, just to be safe. Whipping the hook out to sea, I waited for the inevitable... V? The inevitable V. Like the letter V. What does that mean? Victory? The inevitable V? Like from Devil May Cry? Maybe? 5? Hold on, is there a character in Devil May Cry called V? Or are you just talking about Devil May Cry 5? I assume it's like victory. Yeah. It's a W, actually. Fucking boomer writer, Jesus. Max Books, idiot. A few minutes later, I spotted one and braced for the mild jerk of a bite. But it wasn't mild at all. It was harsh and powerful, as if something much bigger than a fish was on the other end of the line. Whoa! I blurted, nearly dropping my pole. Was I right about a mama squid or a giant sea monster? Be brave, I gulped and yanked the quivering rod. I never would have expected, never could have imagined what popped up from the bubbling surface. Not a fish, not a monster, but a pair of old, raggedy leather boots. Are these mine? I asked Moo. Do you think they fell off my feet when I woke up in the sea? Oh yeah, that's where they woke up also. As you often do in Minecraft, you woke up on a beach. Except they just woke up at sea. Close to the beach, but you know. I was expecting like, I don't know, I guess this is kind of what I was expecting. And Gemma would have been fun though. Do you think could they have just drifted here with the current? If that wasn't the answer, then someone else must have made them, and at that moment the world around me felt much bigger. Putting them on, I found they fit snugly over my painted-on shoes. They have to be mine, I said. Unless everyone in this world has the same shoe size. Technically they don't, right? If you use the Alex model, you're like thinner overall, I think. Also, fun reminder that Steve and Alex are both non-binary canonically. I know, I'm pretty sure that like part of you is thinner with the Alex model. Maybe just the arms? I think Alex model has smaller arms, but same, okay, alright, same size. See, I wasn't sure. Also, hello, Warden! Here you go, here's your egg. Boop. And Shivaluka is here, hello, hey, just wanted to pop in and show my love before I have to leave my house. Okay, thanks very much for coming, even if it is only so very brief. It's a special moment, nonetheless. Good luck outside in the outside world, it's scary. Good luck. I took a few practice steps, and I feel pretty good too. And the extra padding really helps cushion my feet. They say, this is not exactly clear. Scolded Moo, who began to walk away. Yes, I know they're cowhide, I argued, following her, but I can't just throw them away. I mean, yeah, they're a little ratty and all, but the extra foot protection. The words stopped me in my tracks. Protection. A few days ago, I would never have made this mental leap, but now my well-fed, well-rested brain latched on to the concept of safety. Do you think, I asked Moo, striding over to where she was lunching with Cloud, from Final Fantasy, from Kingdom Hearts, this world would let me make more clothes out of other materials? Said Cloud, now with a fully regrown coat. I feel like Cloud should sound like Cloud. Bah. Said Cloud, now with a fully No, that takes away a lot of the endearingness. Nuh-uh. It's just gonna be that kind of noise all the time. No, I don't mean wool, I told the sheep. I mean iron, I mean armor. Wool clothing would be so cute. There's gotta be like one, a mod that adds wool clothing, and two, a mod that not only adds wool clothing, but also adds like temperatures. So if you go into like a cold biome, you need wool clothing, you know? Do you think you could then combine the wool clothing with like, could you combine wool with iron to make like a cool armor suit that has like fur coating, you know? God, that always looks so fucking good. God, it looks so good. I love armor with fur coating, you know? Words. Said the cow, voicing a ton of questions. Armor, I repeated. Something I can wear over my clothes that will stop a zombie punch or a spider bite. Asked Cloud. No, I'm not sure I can do it, I answered. I don't know if this world will let me, but now that I've conquered hunger, the last basic need is safety. I took off the boots, gesturing with them to the horizon, and once I cross mob attacks off the list, I can stop worrying about survival and start asking the really big questions. Why did you take off the boots? Said Moo. Yep, I answered, looking at the ground beneath my feet. Looks like I've got a lot of mining to do. Loading up on torches and a couple of spare pickaxes, I headed down the spiral staircase. It was slow, boring work, one gray block after another. I did have a few false alarms though, when I started coming across other types of rocks. They were all speckled gray, white, and pink? Clay? Wait, no, that's not pink. Pink? Definitely says pink. Y'all, am I forgetting something? What's pink in Minecraft? What's pink? What is that? I wonder if they will or have done a mining and crafting Minecraft joke. I don't think they have yet, but I suspect they might. White and red together is pink, that's true. And Glefcomet, I don't think they're gonna find pink blocks when mining. That's the thing, they're mining right now. This is stuff they're just finding naturally underground. So it's not a wool or a pink sheep. It's gotta be something else. Nether portal? I don't know. Granite? Oh. Oh, of course. Okay, what they're saying... Okay, I thought that they were saying that it was speckled, or gray, or white, or pink, but it's all of those. Okay, I got it. Yes, it's granite. Thank you. Or gravel? Is that the same thing? I don't remember. I don't know, one of those. Thank you anyway. Well, redstone is clearly red, it's not pink. Anyway, they were all speckled gray, white, and pink. They were also utterly useless and not even worthy of a name. You'll change your tone when you need a bunch of arrows. It was almost a relief to break the monotony with a pocket of dirt. Using my shovel, I started scooping and let out a resounding "Aw, yeah!" as the last cube revealed a wall of iron ore. End of the line, I chirped, not realizing that it was just the beginning. Behind the eight orange flecked blocks, I discovered an entirely new ore. This one was red. Oh, here's redstone. And like coal and iron, embedded in a standard gray rock. Now that's kind of cool, I said as the first strike of my pickaxe caused the small cherry freckles to glow. Now, if you know of any similar kind of substance in our world, feel free to add a footnote to this story for any future travelers. Oh, right. This is all written in the sense that it's like a journal that they're leaving behind. Just so you know. But since I've never seen or heard of anything close to this redstone, I'm just going to call it redstone. Makes sense? Later, much later, I had learned that this was one of the most valuable, useful commodities in this world. At the time, though, I was so ignorant that I didn't even know how to mine it. I tried a few swipes with my stone pickaxe, but all I did was obliterate the entire rock. Maybe an iron pickaxe would do better, I thought, deciding to put iron tools ahead of iron clothes. After climbing back up to the bunker, I threw the raw ore into the furnace, then carried the finished ingots out to my forest side crafting table. This moron still hasn't put a crafting table in his home, which is insane, but whatever. I mean, I guess it's nice to, like, craft in the open air. I think it's the fucking, boomer in him again, you know? It's like, you have your workshop outside, you know? I guess. I don't know. I'm making stuff up at this point. And I'm gonna have a sip. So, what was I gonna say? Does Minecraft have granite and gravel? Because gravel's the stuff that you get flint from, right? Is there also granite? Is that a thing? I don't remember. I have no brain. I don't have enough memory in the memory card. Yes it is. Okay, good to know, good to know. I don't remember it though. What's it look like? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Diorite I know. Diorite is like clear, you know? Or not clear, it's light colored. Rolly Zolly, hello, welcome. Hello. After climbing up the... After making an iron-tipped pickaxe, I tried my hand at anti-mob fashion. 90 seconds later, I had my answer. This world will let me make armor, I called to Moo, holding up an iron cap. Donning my new helmet, I was shocked at how light and comfortable it felt. Wasn't armor supposed to be the opposite? Heavy and hot and really scratchy? How cool is this? I asked, strutting around the grazing cow. Comfy and monster-proof. Well, you're assuming that, you don't know. Excuse me? Oh, also, for those who don't know, because it's been a while since I did one of these streams don't tend to go for as long as a usual one, because constantly talking like this is much more tiring for my throat and my voice and stuff than when it is, you know, intersected with bits of gameplay and stuff. You get it? Parts where I just play game and not talk. But these also make for very good voice training sessions. So, you know, it's you win some, you lose some, I guess. Sure. Oh, Rolly Zoliak, you got it. Here you go. Moving on. Moo, warned my ever-wary friend. I answered with a dismissive wave. I won't assume anything until it's properly tested. On the other hand, I'm not gonna stop mining while I wait for that test to happen. After another restful, dreamless sleep, I raced downstairs like it was Christmas morning, which it kind of was, considering how many presents were waiting for me below. The thought of more iron and this new mysterious redstone was enough to lighten my every step. I'll cut to the chase. The iron pickaxe let me mine the redstone out of the rock, but after some quick underground crafting experiments, I wasn't able to make anything more than a torch. After that, and that dim, sputtering little torch, by the way, didn't throw nearly as much light as a regular coal-tip model. Kisses the vaguely big sister figure's forehead. I see a dork. What? Has vaguely big sister figure? What is me? Derek? Me, oh. I am a bit of a dork. I'll admit, I'll accept it. Embrace it. Such things. Also, hello, Melon Goddess. Hello, welcome. You're not loopy. It's okay. I'm also loop. I'm not have good brain. Also, I have a sippy though, because needs necessary. Very important to stay hydrated during a book nook. Very important to stay hydrated under any circumstances, of course. So y'all at home better also be doing that, or I'll be very, very disappointed. I spent too long on my fufsa. Fufsa. I don't know what that means. Student financial aid. I still don't really know what that means. Sorry. Solid mate, get yourself some water. Get it right now. You need to get yourself some water, or I'll be very sad. Helps me pay for college. Well, that's great. Wait, hold on. But what do you mean you spent too long on it? Like, getting it? Like was you gotta talk to the government and stuff and get it? Or something? I don't know. I'm gonna stretch. Ugh, love a good stretch. 3 empty glasses. Well, that means you can get 3 times the water. As opposed to wash those glasses, just put water in them. Anyway, where was I? Well, that's a letdown, I say, pocketing the rest of the redstone. I turned to my new shiny metal pickaxe and said, but at least I got you now. Egg for Juniper Amnesia. There you go. Thank you for helping to build the tower. And what a leap over the stone model that was! Not only is an iron pickaxe twice as efficient, but it can take twice the punishment as well. Now the Iron Age has come, I thought, knocking stone after stone aside. Better tools and armor and who knows what else I can make. Half a day later, I'd mined enough iron to craft a chest plate or breastplate or whatever the proper term is for an iron shirt. Just like the helmet, it was light as a feather, and just like the doors and hatches of this world, the arms moved on invisible joints. Perfectly flexible, I called out to Moo, waving my stone axe in mock battle. A few more hauls and I'll look like a hero from a fantasy novel, or from the real Dark Ages. At that, Moo shot me a curious look. No, it wasn't actually dark, I explained. More like an expression for dumbness. It was this place and time when people didn't read or bathe like never, and fought a lot because they couldn't think of anything better to do. This is all not quite accurate. Little, you know, dumbing it down, pun intended. It sounds like right now. People like bathe. I'm reading right now. I do fight a lot. That's true. Not because I can't think of anything better to do. I guess so, because there's nothing better to do than a good fight. I love a fun sparring match. I love it. Anyway. And because they fought so much, I had to wear iron clothes, and my voice trailed off. Now that I had the image of a floating full suit of armor in my head, I saw the natural accompaniment that had escaped me until that moment. Sword! I shouted to Moo, the sheep, and anyone and anything that would listen. I gotta make a sword! I hit the stairs at light speed. It's in all caps, by the way. That's why I had to scream it. Like, it's not just in all caps. It's like in a bigger font than anything else around it. That's how much I had to shout that. I hope it didn't sound too bad on you guys' end. I hit the stairs at light speed. Please, world, let me make a sword. I prayed, picking through endless stones. I mean, the axe is better anyway, but you know. It sounded cute. Oh, thanks. It sounded funny. I liked it. Perfect. That's... I don't know if it sounded like it was coming from a distance, but I specifically, like, pulled the microphone off my headset and, like, held it at a distance. So I hope that worked. Where was I? The gray wall fell away, revealing dim orange spots. Well, yeah, I'm glad you could hear me, but did it sound distant? The gray wall fell away, revealing dim orange spots. I couldn't wait to get upstairs. I had to know right then. Sweating as my new furnace turned the little hollowed-out chamber into a sauna, I cursed this world for not letting me cross my fingers. It sounded like someone shouting in another room. Perfect. That's exactly the kind of stuff that I was going for. Perfect. I didn't need to. For not letting me cross my fingers. I didn't need to. It worked. Just one stick under 2 iron ingots gave me a weapon of lethal beauty. Again, though, X is better than the sword. Hits harder. I want to get a mod to replace them with gauntlets. I guess I could make it, but I haven't. Cap your egg. Here you go. Thank you. You are safety, I told the sword. For you are strength. That's a beautiful quote. Swords are faster. Yeah, but you but I don't care. I love a hard hit, you know? And like they have better knockback and stuff. I think X's, so I've never had an issue where I didn't hit fast enough, you know? And yes, if you're wondering, this world will let you make both a stone and wood sword if you want. And yes, I'm not exaggerating, exactly pleased with myself for not thinking of it sooner. But let's just remember the rule about not dwelling on past mistakes, shall we? And focus on the accomplishments of the present. Use the hoe. See, now that's like a fucking challenge, you know? I can respect that. You need to be named, I told the double-edged blade. Isn't that what the little guy in that story did after he killed the giant spider? Or when the king pulled his sword from the stone? That's kind of what I did, plus a few extra crafting steps. He had Excalibur, whatever that means, and I kicked around a bunch of awesome names. Slayer. Stormbrewer and Fire of the Eternal Flame. That one sucks. What I settled on didn't sound as cool, but better exemplified what this weapon meant to me. Since your job is to protect me, I said, you will forever be known as Protector. That's a pretty good name. And also, it's going to be very sad when it breaks. And with a few theatrical slices, I added, and just wait till the night scum up top tastes your wrath. Squeak! No, not me. This was something else. Something close. Something that had to be right behind the rocks. We got company, I told Protector. They're already talking to the sword now. Like, the animals is one thing, but now you're gonna talk to your sword? Okay, sure. I was about to say the same thing. It's gonna be a whole tragic moment when the sword breaks. I know! I mean, I hope so. I hope it is. Or maybe, you know, maybe they'll notice that it's like almost broken and they're like, oh no! And then they're gonna preserve it until they figure out how to repair it, you know? And switching it for my iron pickaxe, we got company, I told Protector, and switching it for my iron pickaxe tried to trace the source of the noise. Remember how I said a while back that sounds on the island have this annoying habit of coming from all directions? Well, it's no different underground. The first tunnel I made must have been in the completely wrong direction. Because a minute or so in, I heard the squeaking sounds fading. Turning around, I only tunneled a little way before the stone block in front of me suddenly vanished. And I didn't mean cut out or disintegrated. I mean it literally poofed away like a dead mob. I love Block's friend grifting. Are you calling the protagonist of this book Block? Because that's cute. That's a cute name. In its place was a small, gray, prickly creature. Oh, we don't know their name, that's the thing. We don't have a name for them. They don't have a name for themselves. So, their name is Block. Did they have a name? Did they come up with a name for themselves at some point? I don't think so. But it's Block now. Blocky, Blockerson, Mike Blockface. Or Block for short. I don't think it was Kevin. A small, gray, prickly creature that looked like a crab and a porcupine-headed child. Well, hi there, I said, stepping up to what I thought was a perfectly harmful critter. It's nice to meet— Ow! I jumped back and its little teeth stabbed through the leather of my boot. Why, you little— I began, but let out an undignified hee-hee on the second bite. Get out of here, I squealed, backing up the stairs. It wouldn't leave me alone, snapping and nipping and doing its best to tick me off. I'm warning you, I said between yips and yelps. Seriously, don't make me have to— The next bite was the last. As one good sword swipe made for one dead crabupine. That's not the name. Sorry I didn't have a more heroic debut, I told Protector. But we now know the source of the noise. And then on cue came another squeak. Or not, I said, realizing that the little toe biter had back up. Sword raised, I stepped cautiously back into the crabupine's tunnel. This time I didn't even need the pickaxes. 2 more stones puffed into a pair of gnashers. Well, I said, slicing them into dust. At least I know how to make some iron shoes for— Squeak! Seriously? I thought, yeah, it's a silverfish. And I think it's very fun that they don't call it a silverfish, but they call it crabupine. Because how the fuck is anyone supposed to know that's a silverfish? First of all, maybe not everyone in chat knows this. Silverfish are real things that exist in the world. That we live in. Well, you guys live in. I'm on a computer drive. An external hard drive, but you know. The point is, they don't look anything like it. Well, barely anyway. They don't look enough like silverfish. And they don't act like silverfish. So I don't blame this person for not realizing that they're silverfish. They're scary little creatures. True. Endermen are also... Endermen are also... Oh. I'm okay. It's only little. I can take it. Hi, Chanel. Well, your HDD is also in the real life, so you live in the same place as us and the fishes. I guess that's true. I live on like a second layer of reality, you know? Or something. That makes sense, right? Excuse me. Egg for Chanel. I think we'll be taking a break soonish, so I can rest my voice a little bit. These streams also tend to have more Glavcomet egg. Also tend to have more breaks. There you go. Thank you very much. Do you both? What was I at? Seriously? I thought... Sippy, okay. And stretchy stretch, okay. Seriously, I thought, as Chet once again interrupted me from reading this sentence, wondering how many more annoying crabupines lay in wait. Tweak! Came the sound, closer than ever. Wait a minute, I said, taking a moment to listen. The sound I've been hearing all this time was close, but not exactly like a crabupine's crackling snap. This is more of a squeak, like you'd hear from a mouse or a rat. Great, I said sarcastically. Now I get to have my toes nibbled by vermin. Pickaxe in hand and sword in belt, I bashed away at the stone wall in front of me and gasped when a block fell away into pitch black. Hot, moist air whooshed through the opening, along with a small brown winged creature. Bat! I thought and drew a protector. Didn't bats suck your blood? Would it go for my neck or my eyes? The answer was neither, as the bird-like rodent flew right past me and up the staircase to the surface. Yay! No unnecessary backhailing here, luckily. You better be the last thing I find down here, I called after it, grateful that I didn't hear any more squeaks. I cleared out the tunnel's second stone, and making an entrance tall enough to walk through. Before taking one more step, however, I made sure to place a torch on the floor in front of me. Its flickering light barely touched the walls and ceiling of a truly massive cave. And remember, it's not that massive because this is before the Caves and Cliffs update. It can't be that big, you know? I could see several collections of coal, redstone, and to my great joy, iron, all embedded in the nearby walls. Jackpot! I shouted, rushing past the circle of light. More torches revealed more iron, more coal, more... I froze. Bones? No, it can't be. Not down here. An arrow whistled out of the darkness, striking me in the shoulder. I spun more from the impact than the actual wound, as the iron shirt had stopped it from going too far in. To my utter shock, I saw a skeleton archer clattering into the glow. How'd you get down here? I asked, raising protector. Can you spawn underground as well? My enemy answered with another arrow, this one hitting my ironclad chest. I winced, charging forward with protector poised to strike. 2 arrows, yes, 2, met me halfway. The first came from the skeleton in front of me, the second from the darkness behind it. Your sound was like so perfect, like spider noise sounds, but I wasn't doing a spider. I mean, bone noises are quite hard to do. It's like I guess it's like a spider noise. It reminds me of what, Krabby? Was this called Krabby? First generation Pokemon. Is this called Krabby? I think that's just called Krabby. In the anime, in the first season, it used to say cookie, 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 cookie. So my sister and I would always joke that they just wanted cookies. And then they changed it, then they didn't make cookie noise anymore. Which, you know, Big shame. I think we can all agree on that. Stunned but not deterred, I tried another frontal assault. A pair of projectiles knocked me back. Now I could see the second skeleton clacking out of the shadows to plant a well-placed arrow in my chest. I paused as another volley punctured my shirt. You're not even supposed to be down here. How do you know, bud? It's not your world. Still reeling from surprise and disbelief, I hesitated just long enough for another twin shot to kick me back. Looking like a pincushion, I saw that my present strategy could only get me killed. Even at my quickest run, I'd never get close enough to hit them, and my armor and super healing would only hold for so long. I'd never outlast the bombardment. Excuse me? Alright then, I shouted, turning and running for the exit. You come to me. Clever, clever. Zigzagging through the endless barrage, I pranced back into the safety of the tunnel. The bonies were clicking just a few steps behind. Good, I thought, hiding off to the side of the entrance. Earlier, I had learned about the value of thinking under pressure. Now I had my first chance to practice it. Distance, I realized, was the ally of the bow and the enemy of the sword. Cramped quarters, however, might just even the odds. As the first fleshless face clacked into view, I slammed my blade right into it. The skeleton pivoted towards me, shooting point blank into my leg. Jesus. I should have made a shield, but to be fair, the shield recipe is pretty tough to just figure out. So I don't blame them for not having it yet. Maybe later, who knows? Excuse me, oh my god, I'm yawning a lot. It's because I'm talking so much, and yawning is sometimes, it's theorized to be a way to put air back in your lungs, you know? And I talk with a lot of air to achieve the voice that I do. And my nose is a bit itchy, that's unrelated I think. I hissed as the arrow lands deep into my unarmored thigh. Now you die, also that rhymes. A final slash and the sniper puffed away. Before the smoke cleared, the second thoughtless bonehead took its place. This time I learned enough to keep to the corner of the chamber, just close enough to strike, but obscured enough to prevent a clean shot. Eat this, bone boy, I growled as my blade hold on. Eat this, bone boy, I growled. That's, you know, a bit more aggressive. As my blade sent the second skeleton to meet his partner, I slumped. Oh my god, they were partners. I slumped against the rear stone wall and reached frantically into my belt for some fish. The one I'd brought along as a snack was enough to close most of my wounds and dissolve the forest of arrows growing out of my chest. As they vanished one by one, I saw that the holes they'd made in my armor remained. Gotta learn to fix those, I said, seeing that Protector had also taken a few scratches. Okay, look at that. They're already thinking about maybe repairing their stuff. Very good. Looking down at my feet, I saw that the skeletons had left me several war trophies. I picked up another bow, 2 more arrows, and 2 dry, bleached leg bones. As I examined them in my left hand, the image of white powder appeared in my right. What? Huh? It appeared? Has it always been how it's gone? Like, they just sort of see what they can craft? I guess so. I guess I just don't remember that. Okay, now, if you already know what bone meal is, okay, now, if you already know what bone meal is for, then give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, that's right, this world won't let you, just like it wouldn't let me pull an arrow out of mine. At that point, however, I couldn't care more about ground-up dead skeletons than the danger of more live ones underground. How did they do it? I shouted, bursting through the door of my observation room. How do mobs spawn in caves? Moo, replied the munching cow as if to say, they just do. Hold on, they just do. I forgot that I was doing animal voices for them when they talked also. Pats the shit out of my back. Great job, Shino. You alone possess this sacred knowledge. Also, I have an idea now. It'd be very fun to get someone who's never played Minecraft and doesn't really know much about it. Have them read this book and then play Minecraft using only this book as their guide. You know? Have them be like, oh, fuck. Well, I lost the page we're at. Shit. Talks about pizza at some point. Okay, catching fish. Wait, what's this? Is this chapter 13? Oh, okay, here we are. Not that bad. We're back. We're back. Got a grandparent or something to do it? I would need to find someone else's grandparents. I don't have any anymore, sadly. Grandparent would be funny. I could probably just get my dad to do it. Or my mom, but she's a little more game savvy. Still not. They would both make good candidates, because neither of them are really that good. If you already know what bone meal is for, then give yourself a pat on the back. Oh, that's right. This world won't let you. Just like it wouldn't let me pull an arrow out of mine. At that point, however, I couldn't care more about ground-up dead skeletons than the danger of the ones living underground. How did they do it? I shouted, bursting through the doors of my observation room. How do mobs spawn in caves?
Moo,
replied the munching cow, as if to say,
they just do.
I thought it was safe down there, I complained, pacing angrily in front of her. The whole point was to get stuff to protect me from the mobs up here. Moo snorted tersely. I sighed. I guess you're right. It's still totally worth it, because whatever I find to protect me up here will also protect me down there. I took off my orange shirt, examining the tree's greater holes. It's just hard to accept that there's gonna be challenges everywhere I go. Moo snorted again. Good point. The sooner I accept it, the easier it'll be to prepare for it. I slid my feathered armor back on and pulled out my battle-tested sword. Great risks come with great rewards. I remember when Uncle Ben said that. And that's the end of that chapter, so we'll be taking a break. Thanks for coming, Melangatas. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. So, we're gonna take a 5 to 10 minute break. You know how it goes, or maybe you don't, if you're not here that much. Get yourself some water, and some stretches, and maybe a snacky. Maybe a nice blanket and a plushie, because we are just, you know, being nice and cozy with a book and stuff. And then I'll see you all soon. I'm gonna rest my voice. See you all soon, everyone. Bye bye. Whoops. This one. Oh, dang it. Hello. No, go back. Hi everyone, I'm back. You can hear me, right? Yes. Okay. Hi. Sorry, I press buttons and their numbers, and then I'm also on the video, the music thing, so it skips the stuff, you know. So book. I hope y'all had a good break. I hope y'all are staying. Wait, hold on. I haven't refilled my bottle. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go fill my bottle. We're okay. I refilled my bottle, it's all good. Hi, hello. And here she is being disappointed for us and not having... Hey, yep, no, but like I'm taking like care of myself, you know, I'm making sure to have enough water. I could have just done nothing, you know, but I was like, I realized it and I took action, you know, as you all should. And I'll take a sippy and also... Where's the Donnie? I'll do that sticker in just a moment. There we go. Let's see. Sticker on me. I think I will do Amy because she's my favorite. Or maybe I'll do Tails. Sure. I'll do Tails to commemorate him being in the movie. You gotta make it real small, of course. to fit. I guess I don't, but I guess I will. Put him right over on the crown. No, stands out better if I do him. Right over here. Yeah, okay. Ooh! Oh, we made it! Hello! Ooh, Hana, hey! Hi, Hana, how are you? Quick, give Hana a shout out. Beautiful, right? Oh yeah, you were playing Beautiful Joe. I've never played that. It looks really cool. How is it? How are you enjoying it? Hello. Hana is in sort of a team with me thingy. She also got a low poly VTuber model. It's really good. Maybe check her out if you want. Hi. How are you doing? Hello everyone. Hello. I'm Zoe Gauntlet Queen, or just Gauntlet Queen, or just Zoe, or Gauntlet, or Queen, or GQ. That's about it. And I'm a video game boss, and I'm reading a book today to y'all. Stick around if you want. Oh, don't worry about it. Usually the car battery would take me out. Would knock me right the fuck out, but not. I'm here right now instead of in the corner. Usually I'm over. Hold on. Hello? Oh, usually I'm down here. But here I'm much bigger, so that doesn't affect me. It's all fine. It's all good. Yeah. So hi. We finished up the game. Nice. How's the official Minecraft book? It's fun and silly. I like it. Space junk egg, you got it. I'll give you this egg right now. Here you go. Going to get a DQ sponsored ice cream? No, I'm actually a sworn enemy of Dairy Queen or something. First guy asks, what sort of stuff do you usually do? Usually I play any number of video games. I love an action RPG, I guess. I love a platformer. Currently we've got an Elden Ring co-op playthrough ongoing, and next week we are going to start Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, because I want to play through every Kingdom Hearts game, especially now that that the new one has been announced. That's exciting. Your mic sounds really good. Did you get your new one all settled? I guess I did. Yes. I'm glad it sounds good. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it, and thank you for letting me know. I guess. I'm not very good at talking and stuff. It's hard. Oh, I got a dab. Dab. Dab for the Raiders. I gotta give me both my hands. Dab. Dab. It's very ugly, dumb dab, which is why I'm doing it. Also, first guy, thank you very much for following. Thank you. Which chain of memories? It's the new one, just so that we have some more consistency. And I heard that the original's kind of shit. Ooh, Social Lubricant 1. Thank you for following. Thank you. I heard that the original isn't that good to play at this point. You know, that the new one is just like better to play or something. I would like to check it out for just like one stream or something. Maybe after we beat it, you know, to see the changes, see like the comparison, because it's like a different kind of view. It's on the Game Boy Advance. It's got pixel art and stuff, so I'm very interested in seeing it. If I'm gonna be real, the new one isn't very good to play either. Well, I'm gonna play one of them. It's gonna happen. So probably the new one, you know? Then we'll have like the cutscenes and stuff and the voice acting. Is there voice acting? There better be voice acting. Is there voice acting? Because the new content in 1 didn't have voice acting either, right? Or no, Sora did, but the Organization 13 member didn't. It was weird. There's voice acting. Okay, we're playing the remake. Also very devastated to find out that some of the stuff in the new collections is just the cutscenes. It's like, what are you even doing? So I will be emulating those as much as I can. What about Dream Drop Distance? Is that one remade, or is it just cutscenes and stuff? Because the 3DS isn't exactly easy to emulate, I think. I think a lot of games don't run very well on 3DS emulation so far. Your eyes are really expressive, like so many subtle changes. Well, thanks. I do pride myself on being nice and expressive. A large part of that is like me, like the real me, you know, IRL Zoe, as we like to call her. Is just very expressive. I'm a very expressive person, so ow! So a lot of it comes from me. Anyway, we were supposed to be reading a book, so yeah. Next week, Tuesday, if you're interested in watching Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, it's Tuesday, 7 p.m. CET. You're welcome. I guess I just hadn't noticed before since you're bigger on the screen. That makes a lot of sense. That totally makes sense. Ooh! Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna be fine. Oh, these little plushies! I'm actually gonna move them just a little bit, if y'all don't mind. And I will also do it if you do mind. There we go. Just a little nicer. It's the surf bots from Mega Man. I love them so much. They're like they're a bit of a mainstay on the channel. You can throw them at me. You can throw a bunch of them at me. They sometimes show up when people donate and stuff. Oh, swell time Jeep Pool. Hello. Thank you for following, and I hope you have a swell time. Oh, I'm definitely the first person to make that joke when you follow them, right? And also there's an emote for them on the Discord. Did I say that already? I might have. Anyway, yeah, the surf bots are kind of a staple on the channel. Mega Man Legends was, after all, one of my biggest inspirations for my art style. So, you know. Right, so when we last left off before the break, our character, our protagonist, Block... I forgot the rest of their name that we made up. And then I have to pause because I have to do a sippy. Ikinizna. I can never finish any sentences. Sorry about that. Block had just got a new armor and a sword and found out that monsters spawn in caves and met bats and silverfish. A lot of stuff. No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. I'm kidding. I appreciate you guys making sure I stay well hydrated during these texting moments. And I'll do a stretch. Oof. Blocky McBlockface I like too, but I thought I'd put something in the middle. Blockerson or something, I don't remember. But anyway, Blocky, their name is Blocky. So, chapter 13, When the World Changes. That sounds exciting. I have to change, I told Moo. Now that I know mining includes monsters, I have to change the planning and preparing part of my 5 Ps.
Moo.
Said the cow with what could be a sarcastic,
You think?
I need a new plan for fighting, maybe a lot of it down there, I continued, which means preparing a lot more food for hyper healing. I glanced around at the forest, imagining what it would look like after dark. It also means getting back to my nighttime studies of the mobs just to make sure that I'm not missing any details about their behavior. Which also means my eyes fell to my sword, experimenting with all the resources I have, just to make sure I'm not missing any other weapons. Swapping my sword out for the skeleton bone in my belt, I said, who knows what I can get from this? What I ended up with was a blast from my infuriating past. Even worse this time because I couldn't blame my failures on hunger or sleep deprivation. What's the point? I griped to Moo, holding up the worthless white pile. If I can't eat it, or burn it, or make it into something useful, why would this world let me gather it? In a rage, I threw a pinch of it onto the ground and jumped off in shock. Jumped back, in fact, in shock, as the flat green surface beneath me suddenly blossomed into tall grass and flowers. I looked down at the remaining 2 pinches. Brrr, said Flint, finishing my thought. Plant food. I punched up the tall grass for their seeds. That's what this stuff is used for. Who knew plants needed to eat? I turned to see that the 2 chickens had shown up. Can I help you? I asked with mock familiarity. Splashing in the lagoon suddenly not as exciting as... They interrupted, their eyes focused on what was in my hand. The seeds? I asked, suddenly remembering a similar encounter. Hadn't the other chickens, the ones that the creeper blew up, been staring at me the last time I had seeds in my hand? That's a while ago. I barely even remember that. But yeah, at one point, the block had some seeds and some chickens. And then a creeper blew them up and almost killed the block. That was really bad, actually. All the ribs and stuff, all broken. Once again, described in excruciating detail. Good times. Good times. Excuse me. This is what you want, I said, holding out my hand, isn't it? 2 sharp pecks and 2 of the 4 seeds were gone. And if you've never seen this happen, trust me when I tell you that I did not make this next part up. Little red hearts, like the type you'd see in some old-timey cartoon, began rising from the 2 fowl. You seen this too? I asked Moo. The love-struck cluckers walked over to each other, stood eye to eye, then parted, as a tiny white chick popped into existence between them. So that's where babies come from, I exclaimed. At least in this world. That's fun. Why doesn't the MC just change the peaceful? I think because they have not found out the physical equivalent to pressing escape to pop up to open up the menu. They figured out the physical equivalent to crafting things and holding stuff in your belt and having an inventory, which is because they have a backpack on their back. But they haven't figured out a physical equivalent to pressing the escape on your keyboard yet, which I think is fair. How would you do that? Just go... You know? Is that how you would do it? Like, how do you press escape? Just really hope to stop time? I don't know how you would do it. And maybe they're in a multiplayer server, so then I couldn't even do that. You know? It'd be crazy if they end up finding another player at some point. I'll be so shocked and excited by that plot twist, you know? Or it's not much a plot twist, it's a surprise? Is it a twist? I guess it'd be a twist if there was another person. You know that feeling when you have to sneeze, but it goes away? That's Hal. That sucks. If you have to do that every time you want to pause the game, that's so annoying. A development, an interesting development. Thank you, Cap Europe. That's what I meant. I tried repeating the same process, but the parents ignored my offering. Got it, I said. You're full. And besides, I could use extra bread. Running over to the garden, I planted the seeds in a new row opposite my irrigation trench. Then, reaching for the last 2 pinches of bone meal, I spread them out on a pair of nearly mature stalks. Instantly, the target squares ripened. This is getting better and better, I said, without realizing how much better the day was about to get. Ooh, that's exciting. I have nightmares where I try to figure out how to pause IRL. Oh. That's uncomfortable. I totally get that would be a nightmare. Like, are you like in a situation that's like bad too, you know, where you want to pause the game when you're like being chased or something, or something searching for you? I haven't had a nightmare in general in a while, but a nightmare I used to have frequently was that something was searching for me. You know, I was in some sort of like cyber world. I guess I am, but disregard that. Like a cyber world that's just like a bunch of lights across on the walls and stuff. You know, like what's it called? Tron. And there's something out there. It's looking for me. Like something is coming at me, and I'm like, pause. Oh god, I can see it, Space Junk. I can fucking see it. That's a really scary nightmare. Ugh. Harvesting the wheat gave me fuller, that's right, fuller packets of new seeds. Awesome! I cried, replanting them, then rushing back to tell my friends. Guys, I called, waving the golden grains. Sometimes you get extra seeds. I can expand the garden without having to find more. Moo! Cried Moo, strangely matching my enthusiasm. Completely out of character, she and the sheep began stampeding towards me. Oh, I get it. Whoa, what's the matter? I asked, looking over their heads to make sure nothing was chasing them, and they weren't trying desperately to pause the game. At the same time, I switched out the wheat in my hand for my sword. The animals stopped. The sheep even looked away. Then I got it. You want this, I said, holding up the wheat and recapturing their undivided attention. Just like the chickens, you can also, well, you know. I had a nightmare this morning. It had me survive a Molotov and a bomb while being pursued by something. That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a fucking action scene. That sounds cool as hell. Do you guys think I could? Probably. I'm just thinking, like, I feel like it would be fun if I actually had one of these Sonic character icons as a hair clip. That'd be cute. To get like Amy. That'd be cute. I wonder if I could do that. I could get it like I could get it 3D printed, I guess, but then I would have to paint it or whatever. Meh. I might look into that later if I remember. If there's like some place near where I live that does like custom little what are they called? When you have them for like pins and stuff, like the little shapes. It's like in plastic, but then there's like, it's like on one side. It's like printed on one side. Like transparent plastic, but the picture is printed on one side. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Ooh. Here they come. I forgot what they're called. I do not remember. Also, thank you for the server, Barrage. Hannah, glad to see you're still here. Feeling suddenly awkward and wondering if my square cheeks were blushing, I held out the bushels to Flint and Cloud. Hearts flew, eyes met, and then the island had another resident. Happy birthday, I said to the adorable rainy day colored lamb. Welcome to our tiny crazy island, little rainy. That's cute. That's adorable. That's very cute. Turning to Moo, I was about to make some joke about having more mouths to feed. I stopped, however, when I saw her turn away. Maybe she just lost interest now that the wheat was gone. I hope that was it. I hope she wasn't thinking about the cow partner she'd lost or the baby calf she'd never met. I'll bring you some more tomorrow, I told her, noticing the darkening sky. Promise? Oh, that's sad. I do like that the animals really are like made into like characters. It's fun. I like it. You're the only one of your kind, I thought sadly, walking back to the hill. Just like me. So if we're alone together, doesn't it mean we're not really alone? I shouldn't have tried to study the monsters that night. Remembering Moo's loss, as well as the first chickens, had dredged up all the buried trauma of the creeper attack. I should have gone right to bed, cleared my head, and started fresh the following night. But then again, reliving the attack was what led me to my next discovery. It happened halfway through the night. I couldn't stop replaying the nightmare. Oh, we were just talking about this. I tried to focus on the mobs spawning right in front of me, on the real creepers gliding silently past my window. They all faded behind the flashbacks. I couldn't shake it. The roar of the blast, the pain of my wounds, the grisly images of meat and cowhide, and suddenly I was fully present, blinking the memories away. I ran down the tunnel to the bunker, over to the storage chest. There I was, the feather. I'd forgotten all about it, along with the chip of flint. Don't beat up on yourself, I thought, taking them back to the observation room. You found them at different times, and with so many different things to keep track of. I placed them on the crafting table, with a single stick in between. Now you're free to focus on fighting, and look at the deadly result. Horse fans when they have a nightmare. Hold on, did I say something that relates to? I always do this. You guys say something in chat that's like a funny joke, and then I'm like, hold on, what's the context? I'm dumb, I need to know the context. Nightmare. Yeah, but how do they react, Clown Socks? When you say when you say horse fans when they have a nightmare, you gotta, and then like the double dots, colon, semicolon, double colon, what's that called? Double dots. I'm just gonna call them double dots. You gotta say how did they react? What did they do? Are they happy? Sad? You know? Look, I hollered to the window, holding up 4 new arrows. You see these? Whether the mobs did or didn't, they'd sure feel them soon enough. Blah, blah, blah. Now you'll get what you've been given, I said to a nearby skeleton, along with all the rest of you. To punctuate the point, a spider skittered past my window. You'll never get as close, I told it, as your brother did when I only had 1 arrow. I waved the multiple missiles at it. And more importantly, I now know how to make them. And as long as I can get sticks from trees and flint from gravel and feathers from... I paused, lost in a new idea. Seeds make more chickens, I thought. And the garden makes me extra seeds.
Moo!
Called the approaching cow, apparently sensing my scheme. That's right, I replied, breeding chickens for their feathers. Moo just looked at me blankly. What I mean by breeding free chickens for their feathers. Oh, okay. Moo just looked at me blankly. What I mean by free, I clarified, is that everything I make, like tools and weapons, takes a lot of effort and time and gathered resources like wood and stone and iron. But this chicken farming idea, all it takes are bonus garden seeds I would have gotten anyway. That's why they're free. Free feathers and... I moved past the knot in my stomach at the revelation. Free food. I'm gonna need a heck of a lot of free food if I'm gonna be fighting my way through that cave. And besides, I said, my mouth now watering involuntarily, roasted chicken tastes good. Dude, but you're making friends with them. This is like fucked up. Snorted Moo, dampening my euphoric mood. No, it's not the same thing as eating you, I replied defensively. Or them. I motioned to the sheep family behind her. I know you guys, we're friends. But those bare birds, they're just... I can't tell them apart. Can you? Moo tried the silent treatment. I need this, I pressed, refusing to be cowed by a cow. I need all the help I can get if I'm gonna get enough iron and coal. Arguing with Moo had brought up an idea from the lower recesses of my mind. It was a theory I'd been mulling over for some time, and now felt confident enough to express. See that? I asked, pointing to the torch tree, which was a tree that they put a bunch of torches on, so that they would be able to easily see the monsters in the darkness. Excuse me. Since lighting it up, not one monster, not one, has spawned anywhere near it, which means that mobs can spawn in torchlight, which means that if I can get enough coal to make enough torches to light the entire island, my quest for security is done. You know what? I hadn't stuttered and stuff in a little while. Pretty good job. Ooh. Let me just check real quick, how much longer this chapter is. Ooh, it's quite a chapter. Alright, we'll probably we'll read, probably, to the end of this chapter. Like I said, it's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream because, talking all the time is a lot more tiring. You know, so for my voice. I took a lump of coal from my belt, which means that I'm gonna need tons of this stuff, which means a lot of mining in that monster-infested cave. I waved the lump at the distant chickens, which means I needed tons of free feathers and food.
Moo!
Condemned the superior mammal. How can you judge me, I quipped, turning back for the bunker, when all you live on is free food.
Moo!
She tried to answer as I slammed the tunnel door. Oh no, there's drama! Oh. I hope Block will stop being, you know, bitch. And just get really good with the axe and just kill them all. And maybe make a shield. I never needed fucking a bow and arrow in Minecraft. I've also never beaten it. But I certainly know how to survive without a bow and arrow. So, come on, bud. Stop being a jerk. Debbie Downer, I grumbled as I got into bed, trying to shove any second thoughts into the back of my mind. Well, you're not gonna dampen my mining morning. And she didn't. Or the entire week that followed. Whoa. Yep, I said week. Up till now, I've been giving you the play-by-play, day by day. Now we can pull back because something awesomely awesome happened. Good use of words, that's always fun. A routine. When was this written? 2017. Awesomely awesome. No, I think that was never good to say, actually. I think that's always just kind of a cringe. Which is common terminology nowadays. For the first time since waking up in this unpredictable world, I had 7 manageable, controllable, reasonably predictable days. I get up every morning, slept on my armor, you took it off? What the hell? Grabbed my tools and weapons, packed up some bread and fish, and sauntered jauntily underground. Every day filled my pack with more mineral wealth, coal, iron, and even that arcane redstone. While the last substance still confined me, the first 2 kept my furnace humming. I learned how to make both iron boots and pants to match. By the second day, I looked like a proper, if battle-scarred, warrior, and the 4th day, I learned how to repair my battle scars. Oh, very good. Ever heard of an anvil? Just like the hearts, I'd only seen them in cartoons. You know, like when one was dropped on a character's head. You can do that in Minecraft, right? I think so. Oh, hi Liv. Hi. Liv passes by real quick to say hi. Now, after learning how to combine ingots and iron cubes, and after combining a line of cubes with an upside-down T of ingots, I got heavy, thick, ridiculously useful appliance. Imagine the two slots of a furnace side by side instead of up and down. You place the item you want fixed in the left slot, some extra iron in the right, and bam! Good as new. I fixed my armor, my tools, even my worn-out bow by combining it with the other worn-out bow I'd gotten from a vanquished skeleton. And that bow would come in real handy because all that iron and coal didn't come cheap. The first mob I killed outright was a zombie, and it wasn't at a safe distance. Day one, I was picking away at a deposit of raw ore when I heard that all too familiar growl. "You ready?" I asked Protector, which is the name of their sword. "'Cause I sure am." As the green gurgler slouched into the torchlight, I stood ready with a sharp iron welcome. "Know what your problem is?" I asked as Protector's first slash knocked the growler back on its rotting heels. "You're just too dumb to be afraid." 4 slices, that's all it took. 4 slices and the zombie was meat at my feet. Not good meat though, don't eat that. They've already figured that out, but I'm just telling you all, if you are using this audiobook of mine as a guide, don't eat, and you're only here now and you didn't watch the earlier parts, don't eat rotting meat. It's makes you stinky. Also, they're getting awfully confident. I can't wait for them to be knocked down a couple pegs, you know? They're becoming a cold motherfucker, yeah. Blocky, be careful, dude. They wanna mass farm and kill chickens. They're unfeeling towards. They're just like shit talking these zombies and stuff. It's a little scary. I'm gonna be honest. Where was I? There we go. Did my aunt? Now where was I? "And we're just getting started," I boasted to Protector. I collected a lot of reeking flesh that week, as well as spider silk and skeleton bones. The last trophy fertilized the garden, which got more seeds, which, well, you get it. Yeah, we get it. You killed a bunch of fucking chickens, monster. Making more and more chickens and having to chase them all over the island brought home the need to corral them. Does the term chicken coop mean a fenced-in area or an actual chicken house? For me, it was the former. I learned how to craft sections of wood fencing and placed them in a square in the meadow. Once I'd lured the birds in with seeds, I closed them up securely with double wooden gates. I wasn't collecting any feathers yet. I figured I'd wait until I had more chickens that I knew what to do with. That's why I saved the few arrows I had for the only enemy I wouldn't touch with a half-mile pole. Chicken coup, dude, these chickens should do a fucking coup on Blocky, you know? The first time I saw a creeper was on my 5th morning in the cave. I came out of the small entrance tunnel, walked past the ever-expanding border of torchlight, and thought I spied something moving in the gloom. It must have been me first, because the armless, soundless bomb was already sweeping forward. It must have seen me first, sorry. Because it was already coming towards us. Fighting jitters, I backed up a few paces, drew my bow, and took aim. The arrow hit the creeper just as it was starting to sizzle. Flying back a few steps, it tried another charge. "I know how you feel," I said, losing my next and final shaft. As the smoke cleared, I saw something hovering in the creeper's place. It was a pile of little gray granules, and it didn't take a chemistry lab to deduce what they were. Fire, tools, and iron. All my discoveries had mirrored the progress of my species. What else could be next but the mighty power of guns? Sorry, bud, you don't get to make a gun unless you have mods, of course, which is so fucking funny. I love when I see someone playing Minecraft and they just have realistic gun mod. It's so funny. It's the same as seeing someone in Starbound with like a normal pistol and it just makes normal pistol noise. It's like, this is your fantastical space exploration sim when you play as plant people and and shit, and medieval robots, and you just have a normal gun, which makes normal gun noises. So good, I love it. This changes everything! It didn't. At least, not at that point. Believe me when I say that I tried every experiment that I could think of. I even tried setting the stuff on fire with a torch, which was not my brightest moment, to say the least. Fortunately for you, the reader, and you, the listener, and all the other listeners along with you, and especially for me, the moron, this world wouldn't let me blow myself up. Maybe it's part of a bigger process, I told Moo, collecting the hovering pile. Maybe I need to make the gun first. I mean, I don't blame them for wanting to make a gun, you know? It makes sense. Another favorite is when people are playing games known for their realistic graphics, and then they download a mod that retextures all weapons to Minecraft items. They do that? That's so fun. That's cute. I do know that in Skyrim you can do that. I like that a lot. That's very fun. I love running around a Minecraft world in Gmod, but just having like normal guns and stuff still. That's kind of similar. Setting the gunpowder aside, I tried combining wood and metal in every conceivable way. All I got was a rehash of everything I'd already built, and an exasperating reminder to be grateful for what you have. Not like I really needed it, I thought. Finally calling it a night. I got plenty of armor and weapons, and I'm getting pretty darn good with both. So why didn't I stop, you ask? Why didn't I just gather up all the coal I'd mined to light the island to keep the monsters from spawning? The answer is I needed the coal to fuel the furnace to melt the iron, for all my armor, weapons, tools, and anvil, to repair everything. But, you might say, I wouldn't need to smelt all that iron if I'd just saved the coal to light the island. Well, for starters, there was the carrot. Yes, carrot. For a while, zombies had been dropping more than just flesh. Sometimes one would leave me an ingot of iron or a worn tool, but one time, I think around the end of the 6th day, my latest kill dropped a small, pointed, green-topped root I recognized instantly. My TF2 Minecraft trade servers, I used to go to my TF2 servers so much, TF2 Minecraft servers so much. There was one that was like a cart push race that was really fun. I liked that one a lot. And the trade ones, of course. I would tend to avoid those because I didn't do a lot of trading. And, I don't know, if I wanted to go to like a map where people just trying to fuck around, I would go to the Mario Kart one. That one was so good. I love that Mario Kart map. Oh, it was so fucking funny. But then they made like that new version where there was like a, there was like a podium in like another place. You had to like go through a warp pipe or something. And then nobody fucked around in the main area anymore. Except for snipers that just killed you over and over. So you couldn't do anything anymore. Ugh, they ruined it. They fucked it up. Ugh. Anyway. Yes, carrot. Well, no, wait, hold on. Ah, I said, picking it up. What's up, Doc? That's what it says. That's actually what it says in the doc, in the book. What was up was a new source of food. Replanting it in the garden and sprinkling it with a little bone meal allowed me to soon have a whole new row of crops, which meant I could divert even more wheat seeds to chicken farming. And then there was the blue stone, at least that's what I'm calling it. It's this blue stone, hence the name, you get from rocks like coal or redstone, and as with the latter, I couldn't find a use for it. But the idea that there were even more minerals down there made me wonder what else might be waiting to be discovered. Diamonds. So yes, there were practical reasons for going on, and that should be enough for anybody. But the real reason, the one I wouldn't even admit to myself back then, was that for the first time since landing in this crazy, scary world, I finally felt in control. I knew what I was doing, and I knew how to do it. Racking up win after win made me feel strong and powerful. You have to know what that feels like, especially after feeling so weak and powerless. Would you give all that up? I mean, maybe. It's like, I could just light up the whole island and be totally safe. And then if I would, like, that doesn't mean that I have to stop going down into the caves to explore. and stuff, right? Yeah, I mean, obviously they went mad with Power Cat because like the chicken killing, the shit talking, the things that they're fighting, this shit, you know, it's classic. It's so classic, like tragic villain story of like someone who's like set out to do all the right things, and then they get there. They get more than what they thought they would, and then they start thinking bigger than they should. You know, it's classic. So I fully expected it to halfway through this novel, this supposed guide that this character that Blocky's writing, to suddenly be like another player's guide who finds Blocky and is like, oh my god, I gotta kill him. It's the Onceler. You're so right, Riley. It's exactly the fucking Onceler. And when it switches to the next protagonist, it's the shitty fucking movie one, where it's a kid, you know, which is not in the book. Blocky is basically Walter White. I think he's basically the Onceler, but sure, we can all have our own headcanons. You can base it on something as tried and uncultured as what's it called? Breaking Bad. They're becoming obsessed with picking up things. They don't know how to craft. They're dark and evil Enderman origin story. Oh shit. But they know how to craft. They know how to craft a lot of things. What do you mean they're dark? You mean as in like, morally speaking, I assume? It's very Onceler, honestly. It's very, very Onceler because like, he made friends with the animals and stuff, and he like lives in harmony with nature, but then he starts abusing it for his own gains, you know? And he doesn't quite realize that what he's doing is wrong, or he doesn't want to realize it. It's very Onceler. It's really very Onceler. I'm gonna say Walter White is also a fun comparison. I haven't seen Breaking Bad, but it's very, very Onceler. It's very Onceler. Interesting to think about. I might have never stopped if the world hadn't chosen to stop it for me. I knew something was wrong the moment I opened my eyes and noticed that my left hand felt tingly. Oh, Peppernia. Yeah, right. Peppernia, hello, thank you for following. Thank you, hello, welcome. There was also a man versus machine custom map of Minecraft on a server, but the server wouldn't let me join. So that's it. Oh, that's a shame. I assume you mean man versus machine, because I would love to see that. That sounds cool. Ooh, did the machines have custom Minecraft skins? Or models, I suppose. Server. No, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's mine. I just I'm not smart. It's not your fault. Okay. My left hand felt tingly. Had I slept on it wrong? No, that couldn't be the case. This world doesn't let me sleep on my side. Or does it? Could I roll over after falling asleep? I tried shaking out my hand, walking around the room, dressing in iron, having breakfast, doing all the things I normally did, but the tingling wouldn't leave. What is this? I don't know what this is. Very interesting. Zoe's been reading a lot, so stumbling happens. Exactly. That's what's going on. And also, even if I hadn't, I mean, I like stumbled over words the moment we started reading today, so it just happens regardless. It wasn't a painful feeling, like the kind of needles I had in the other world when my hand had gone to sleep. This felt slightly more sensitive, more alive. I didn't like the new feeling though, for no other reason than that it was new. I liked normal. Finally, normal was on my side. When everything was going my way, the last thing I needed was change. What is this? What is this gonna be? I don't understand this. I went down into the mines, just like I usually did, got out my pick, and started searching for another cache of minerals. Mining went smoothly, and for a while I forgot about my left-hand troubles. And then I heard the zombie moan. First of the day, I told Protector as the ghoul slouched into the light. Let's get this over with. I raised my blade to strike, and that's when I knew Mr. Normal had checked out. No more easy 4-strike kills. This meatbag had at least twice the punishment before going down, and not before giving me a few really painful punches in return. Okay, so we're in like a harder difficulty now. That's not a thing that Minecraft usually does, I don't think. Does it? I reeled back in surprise, shaking as the zombie turned to smoke. Maybe it's just a one-off? I asked Protector nervously. Some kind of rare super zombie? Think again, answered the world, in the form of an arrow whistling past my face. I pivoted to see the arrow's owner, and since there was only one skeleton, I decided on a conventional charge. I took a few hits, winced at the healing wounds, and soon found that this new bonehead was just as durable as a zombie. The playing can change difficulty... player, you mean? I assume you mean the player can change difficulty mid-game. Because I know that. But I would doubt that Blocky would do that, right? In their sleep, maybe? What if they turn into, like, their evil alter ego in their sleep? Oh my god. Who knows? What's happening? I blurted out as my 7th or 8th strike finally turned my attacker to fertilizer. Like a long-lost friend, panic arrived and drove my feet back onto the ground. Something's up. The mobs are harder to kill. Everything's changed. Moo just looked at me calmly and uttered her signature answer. Well, at least you're the same, I said, feeling a little relieved. Moo might not have been the most stimulating of conversationalists, but her steady, even demeanor was a tonic for my nerves. Okay, I breathed. Maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but I looked down at my hand. Some things are definitely different. Moo gave me a casual glance and ambled away. I followed her, talking all the while. Do you think that can happen? That this world can literally change overnight? Who's stupid? Blocky? Blocky's a little stupid. I mean, they're getting what they get what they're coming. They get what's coming. They get what's coming to them, you know?
That's cringe.
Something's wrong. I can feel it. Eminem, does Eminem say that? Is that a thing he says? Could it be husks and strays? I don't think those were in yet. Don't think so. Because this is 2017, so I don't think they were added to the game yet. I looked around us, checking to see that everything else was the same. If that's true, I began, starting to absorb more of Moo's serenity. Then what am I supposed to do about it? Moo, she said matter-of-factly. What do you mean, change with it? I shot back, what kind of lame blow-off statement is that? Moo, she repeated, glancing in the general direction of my left hand. I held up the tingling appendage, considering the weight of Moo's words. Change with it, I said softly, then mused. If this world's just made the monsters tougher to fight, maybe it's given me new ways to fight them. Gun! It was a pipe dream, I know, but hopefully one where the pipe was a gun barrel. Thanks, I said, darting back to the hill. You always know what to say. Husk was in 2006. Oh, damn, I have not been playing enough Minecraft. My first thought was experience gain? Like, what do you mean? Like they're gaining more XP now? Is that what? I'm not sure, but I mean, I guess it's something to do with crafting, but I don't know what. Certainly not gun. Maybe it's something about needing to have something in their other hand, a shield perhaps? I don't know. Once again, I threw out all the previous day's wood and metal combos. Once again, I didn't get a gun. I did get something else, however, something that just the day before had been a losing combination. Can you guys even hear it? Oh yeah, you totally can. Ah. Eee. 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 Little E's. Stretchy. Okay, now, thank you very much. Usually I would do the E right now. We would take a break and I would do the E. But,
Monkey.
But we are on the final page of this chapter, after which we are going... You guys see that? After which... This is a tiny fucking book, just a small book. We're almost at the end of the chapter. After which we will end the stream. So I'm going to save the E for now. Until after we're done. If that's okay with y'all. I know that it's a nice community event or something when I apply the E, but you know, it seems wasteful to do a little bit of a break and then like read like, I don't know, 10 more sentences, you know? It's E. There will be E, don't worry. Don't worry, E. It'll just be a little later. It'll just be after the stream. Is that okay with you guys? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I guess. It is a bit of a shame, but I don't know. It just seems we're like almost there. We're on the final page, you know. It just seems like a waste of time to do a break and then like 3 minutes, you know. I hope that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna. So, however, something that just today had been a losing combination. Shield. That last one, that was good. I breathed, holding up the long, broad board. Today I can make a shield. Okay, so for some reason, they're unlocking recipes as they go on. For unknown reasons. And if that new invention didn't kill my fear of change, what happened next buried it for good. Up until this point, my right hand had been for tools and weapons, while the left was for crafting. It had only opened to show me what I could make with materials. But now, did this new tingling sensation mean... I reached for the ghostly image of the shield and gasped as my left hand suddenly opened. Yes! I crowd, dancing out to show my pals. I made a shield. The mob's face is sealed. My protection is real. All thanks to my shield. They're rhyming. That's fun. Oh, do you think it's got to have an update? When did they add the shield? When did they add the shield to Minecraft? Well, I mean, even then, it's, this is obviously written before it was released, and it's based on a true story, which I assume the story is the writer just playing Minecraft. So I wonder if it's possible that, you know, that it really does mean that, like, they updated it at this point, you know? I wonder. Who knows? Replied to my chorus of talent judges. Okay, so maybe I didn't write songs in my former life, I said with a chuckle. But at least I got extra protection now, along with Moo's super important new lesson. Said little Rainy, now a full-sized sheep. They grow up so fast. Glad you asked, I answered, and motioning to Moo, announced, when the world changes, you've got to change with it. And that's the end of the chapter. And as such, the end of what we will be reading today. The next chapter is chapter 14, Always Be Aware of Your Surroundings. We made a good little dent in it. I'm guessing we've got... 4 streams? Maybe 5? It's still quite a lot. But, you know, before we finish the book. I'm gonna have one more last sippy, and then I'll do my outro. Whew. Let's say, I'm gonna say we got about 4/7 of the way through the book. Oh, have fun watching Sonic 2. Oh, hell yeah, it's so fun. Thank you very much for coming, Wally Zolly. Enjoy the movie, it's really good. I think so anyway. Right, so, thank y'all very much for coming today. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm glad that Book Nook is back, because it is a lot of fun. It is also still quite tiring. Quite tiring indeed. Right now I'm like crashing, you know? My brain is like, oh, we're done? Okay, good. But no, we're not. Clock it in, brain. We're not done yet. Or don't clock it in. Hold on, what's someone? Yeah, clock it back in. Yeah, go work. Yeah, a lot of yawning. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you did, and you want to see it again, or just more of me, you can follow me on social media to know when I'm going to stream. Exclamation point, socials, in chat to get a link to Twitter and Discord and Tumblr and the YouTubes and the merch store, I guess, and ref sheets of all my models. I think that's all that's there. I don't know. The Discord is the best place to know when I'm gonna stream, because I do like an here, you know. And I know Discords are daunting for a lot of people, because there's a lot of people that you don't know. First of all, the people in my server are very nice and friendly and welcoming and such. So if that's your concern, don't worries. No worries. Don't worry and no worries. Don't worries. But even then, you can just join it just to get the announcements. Nothing wrong with that. Totally fine. You don't have to. Construx does not bite. Don't worry. You don't have to like join the server proper to get those announcements. You can just join it and then not do the little entrance thingy, you know, and just get the announcements. It's totally fine. The next stream is going to be next Tuesday, 7 p.m. CET. We're gonna play. We're gonna start Kingdom Hearts: Chain of Memories, like we talked about earlier this stream, and so that'll be very fun. Hope to see you there. But for now, I'll just say thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you've been a lovely audience, and I hope y'all had a great time. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and there is no one to worry. Well, I guess we're not rating anyone, because the only one that I'm following that is live right now is Games Done Quick, which I don't think they need my raids, you know. I like to raid people that I think need it more. So Goofy should be starting soon. How soon? I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to sit here and wait. Or if you know, Scottzilla is streaming. Scottzilla is a devout Twitter fan, definitely. But I haven't really checked out their streams much myself, or at all. So, I mean, I'm sure they're not bad. No, yeah, you're fine. So I like to check people out before I stream them, but I think I've seen enough of them on social media responding to my stuff to know that they're a cool person. Sure, I'll rate Scott. Why not? Right? Why not? We don't know what they're streaming. Do you know, Green Clonk? Do you know what they're doing right now? So we can maybe formulate our raid message for that. It's nothing. Awesome. Okay, well, that's the raid message. It's, oh, wait, okay. It appears to be art. It appears that they are streaming art. Maybe they don't know that there is an art schedule. They seem to have some guests. Or schedule, I mean, whatchamacallit? Category. We'll rate them, sure. The rate message will be... What's a good one? Once. I don't know about that. Think of something, Zoe. Come on. Arch streaming show. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, why did they should have that? Oh no, that's pretty good actually. Just a heads up. There's an art category. Just do that. No, the thing Solid Mate just said. That's it. That's what it is. And then you can also tell them that there is a art category. But no, Solid Mates. The thing Solid Mate just said. Once there upon a time in the isekai of Minecraft. That's it. That's the rate message. All right, let's fucking go, baby. Once again, thank y'all so much for coming, and have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.